Good shot. Now if you can hit him. Good shot. Good shot. I think you got him. Right on. Nice one. That'll work. Nice big male. Thanks, Bobby. Perfect shot. Perfect shot. Right by the front shoulder. Tuck back in a little bit. Heavy enough, ain't he? Sure is. Good huntable bear. See, the arrow hit him. This is the edge of the end of the arrow. And it went through like this on an angle like so. It stuck into his far shoulder. And he went about, where do you go, 200 feet?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
More maybe? Farther than if he was shot perfectly, he wouldn't have got that far.
It's a nice bear, though.
It's not too high. Yeah, he's the guy I kept seeing. And he gave me such a bad shot all the time. Like he's always on an angle, something wrong. You know, the way he was doing it. He'd come at an angle, turn, move. So when he showed up this time, I said, well, that's what I'm going to get. I better take it. Because there's no, he always, he never stayed long sometimes either. You never knew. You know, he'll make a good rug. I'm glad it's the right one. I kept thinking last night, you know, what if it's that, I saw a nice, beautiful big sow last night. I'm thinking, what if that was her? But I didn't think so. That's a good shot.
That was a good shot.
I hope it doesn't go across the road.
You take the boat.
No, it's yours.
As you can see, there's nice blood trail. Nice deep dark red. Good hunt.
Going arrows as long as I could tell after a while. Dropping that blood.
Is it a female?
Yep. No, it isn't. Golly, we're
good.
Good for you.
Good.
Right on.
Shot the bear and tracked it maybe 60, 75 yards. Pretty good blood trail. As you've seen earlier, the arrow was broken in half. Shot right in the lungs, right behind the right shoulder.
That's about as picture perfect on a target as you could ask for, given that his elbow's back here when he's standing. Right behind his back leg. Perfect shot on a target. Out the other side. Low in the chest. And it's not perfect. This bear was alive 2 hours later and climbed a tree while we tracked it down. The arrow missed his heart slightly. The lungs are way too small in there. Passed right through the front of his chest cavity right here. There's the hole. Nicked the heart, cut the front of one lung, but it's too small there. Now if you shoot back here, the back of his lungs, right where the diaphragm attaches, and every animal's the same. On the third last ribs, they run along here. You shoot anywhere just ahead of that, you hit the maximum size of his lungs. Dead sideways, perforate both lungs, he goes no place. Ever, never. So, this is all because guys are taught and trained by these targets to shoot here and it's a bad shot. If you get the heart, great. If you don't get the heart, no good. Your arrow's going to drive down, it's going to hit all this brisket, the plate, the shoulder blades there, the backbone, and if your arrow hits it high going in and don't go out, you got no tracking hole. You got a high entrance and no exit, and that's a son of a bitch trying to find it. Shoot him here, right sideways, best shot in the world.
Well, thanks to Bob putting me on a good spot. This bear sat 3.5 hours right back over here in the woods, and bear came in from the right, heard him all the way. He circled around, walked in, looked up at me, looked at the bait can, turned around to leave, and I stuck him. He went about 50 yards and dropped.
And on the 4th night of my hunt, I had this nice black bear come in. He gave me a real easy 12-yard shot. The bait was set up real good. He went about 100 yards, and we found him the next day, right behind where you're looking in the camera there. I was real happy with the hunt. The baits were all working real well, and so far we've had our party of 3. This is our 2nd bear, and we've got 2 more nights left to hunt.
This bear here has no fat on him and very little muscle mass. Something's wrong. He's either got worms or he's not putting, he's eating and eating. We've been watching him for a week and he's just not getting any nutrition in him. It goes right through him for some reason, so he would not survive hibernating. Okay. Bottom teeth, 1 3/4 inches. His top teeth are just about 2 inches right on, 1 inch and 7/8, which is like what I was saying before. Anything over 2 inches, you're starting to get into the bigger ones. This is more like a medium size. So I'll measure his foot. Which I thought would be 4 1/4 inches. Mike and I thought it would be. And it is. 4 1/8 inch across. Small bears about 3 inches or so. Medium 4 inches or so, you know, in that range. 5 inches or more is the big ones. And 6 inch, if you see a 6 inch pad, then you know you really got either monsters or bear with awful big feet.
Something I can do here for you guys.
There's another rib right there. I got it.
Watch your knife, you're getting close to the... I'll hold that.
Okay. Now hold on. Now lay that back down now. I'll show you. Just like every other animal. Don't believe this horse shit that a deer's different. There's the back rib. Last rib, right?
Yes, sir.
Wherever that is. On a deer, if it's any different, it's only an inch or two. Diaphragm is attached. That's the diaphragm right there. Now it's pushed forward because he's dead and his lungs ain't expanded. There's his lungs right back to there. Look where you are from the front leg.
Swing that leg forward or back like he's walking there. There you go, right there. And if you tuck into the front there, right up there, there's nothing.
You got lots of room here, and the biggest part of his lungs, they're deflated now, would be expanding right back like that to the back of his rib cage when he's breathing, especially if he's breathing hard, just like a horse. Horse breathes, you sit in a stirrup and the horse breathes behind your leg, not up in his rib cage. That's where he expands. Okay, so you got that then? Go.
I got it right.
See, I'm cutting off the base of the diaphragm right there. That's the muscle that makes him breathe. If I go any further than that, his guts are going to start rolling out everywhere. But see where it's attached? Right along the back of the back. Okay. Off goes his leg. Ain't going to show us much anyway. I don't really need to, but when you shoot through here, there's really nothing up there. See how small this core gets?
Yeah.
Like a torpedo, right? Or tapers to a point. No. His heart, when he's walking, his heart would sit about here. There's the sack that the heart's lying in. Take this one off.
You want to hold that where you think it would be when he's walking?
Right there. Gravity would pull it. It would sit like that. So you've got lungs back to there, heart just behind his leg, hanging down, you know, a little bit low because he's going to look a lot different when he's standing up. That'll feel like he's bottom half of his body. But above his brisket, the head, and there's the center of his lungs, right there, and there's the back of his lungs. Right there. Those would be expanded right into this cavity here. But that's pushed back the way it would be if he was alive.